that was to me that was the thing that kept him in the tournament. That's the best song that he's done so far. But I'm hoping it's not his overall best, so it could take him to the number one. Is Craig with us? Craig Horton. Craig, are you there, sir? There we go. Good morning, sir.
I am. Morning, Paul.
Jeez Louise, it's been a fast morning, but a lot of different things to cover. And you were there in Amory when the filming of the hometown version.
Yes, the parade, the homecoming concert, all of that took place a couple of days ago, and it was an amazing celebration, Paul. I couldn't believe the turnout.
Did they focus a little bit on the tornado too, or was it all done in Amory?
Well, I'm not sure on where all the ABC producers shot footage. I'm sure they interviewed a lot of locals, but it was a day that it's sort of surreal going through Amory even now, a couple of months removed from the tornado damage. I mean, there's still a lot of areas that are obviously affected, and a lot of cleanup going on still. So when you go into Amory, you see that. You see the sign welcoming you into town that celebrates Trent Harmon from Amory, who won Idol in 2016, I believe.
That's right. Yeah.
And I was amazed. We lined up for this parade about an hour and a half before, and you guys have probably, done the parade thing. So you line up, you sit there, and I was taken aback. I mean, Gatman, Mississippi, last census, Paul, 77 people. There was a lot more than that there. I had about 100 motorcycles in front of me from a town in West Alabama. Okay, and so we're all lined up, not a drop of rain. And at 4 o'clock, this parade started, and the bottom fell out as soon as we hit Main Street. So that was a twist, and there were a lot of, beauty queens and convertibles and motorcycle riders, a lot of walkers, a lot of kids were involved in the parade. So, but I talked to Colin's mom this morning, and they were on route to the airport to hop on a plane, obviously. Mm-hmm. And she said, I told Colin, it's good luck for rain on your parade. They took that as a positive, and just a great turnout. I couldn't believe the numbers.
Craig Horton. Craig is a local show host, WCNA and also WFTA. I was a little confused because I didn't think they were going to have it in the hometown part doing in Gatman because it was so small. I just took it for granted that they were going to do that in Amory, but you're seeing the hometown. How did they get I guess they got all 75 people out there.
That's right.
That's amazing.
This may be the most east in terms of on the map. It doesn't show up on a lot of them, but it is right on the Alabama line. I mean, it is as close to. And what's crazy about this season of Idol is that Zachariah Smith is also from right around that area. Now, Colin, he lives with his mom and stepdad, and been a lot documented about his personal life, and his mom was very open about a lot of things. But he, is 18. He and another kid from Hatley, basically, in that area, made the top 5. And when you think about the thousands that audition across the country,
it's bizarre. Now, if you want to put the cherry on that one, then throw in Trent Harmon.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
2016 winner. And so there's something in the water in Amory, my friend.
I'm telling you. Week after week, the 18-year-old country singer has wowed not only the judges but the audience with his performance. Now Stough is headed to the finals. So he's headed back there, and they will perform again, won't they, for the audience, I think?
Right. They'll be on stage, and, his mother's just so nervous about his performances. I asked her what it was like to, when he's on stage. She said it doesn't seem real that my 18-year-old is up there. And, Colin's made a big deal about his mom. If you saw the episode on Mother's Day weekend, he talked, and in his introduction, actually, talked about his lack of a father, growing up, and that was Mom. And, he said, I love my mama. Well, there was signs and T-shirts and everything else in that crowd at the parade. I love my mama. So he started a trend, I think.
I often joke, and people say, why does he move around a little more? And I figure the reason he doesn't move around on stage as much as some people want him to is because he is deathfully afraid he's going to step on his eyelashes.
I hadn't thought of that.
Oh,
I'll
man.
tell you what, that kid's, he's charmed a lot of ladies.
Wow.
It was like a Beatles Elvis experience with the ladies and the young girls there.
Yes.
In Amory. And that's going to just catch fire, And he's outside the parade, sort of set off from everything else. Was his, motor coach, big, nice luxury motor coach like all the country stars use. And his name was on the side. And I thought, wow, you've made it when your name's on the side of a motor coach.
And this all happened because, as he said, my mom signed me up for Idol in the beginning. I thought she was getting scammed. But then we went through the whole process, and now we're here in the top 3. Duh. So,
right.
Hey,
she had to, he went down to New Orleans. And, as we said, in a lot of these major cities, they'll have 10,000 auditions.
Yep.
And he sent it in on a Zoom call, and, they liked him, and he just kept climbing. And you can tell also, and this is true for the top 3, really, the judges, though, seemed to me, could be just me, that they favor Colin as their, as the best up there. We'll find out Sunday.
How does this? Did they know each other? Because I don't want to forget Zachariah. Man, this guy is so tremendously. He's got poise. He's another incredible, absolutely incredible talent that was flipping burgers in Mississippi in a small town.
Yeah, and it's
amazing,
crazy, right? And,
did they know each other? Do you know if they knew each other, Craig?
Right, and Colin's mom talked about that a little with us today. She said that all those contestants have, formed a very tight friendship and bond. So they're all sort of rooting for each other, and they're all going through the same thing now for the last several weeks. So,
yeah. But
yes, that's a close relationship there, and we may see those guys on the road together one day.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Does anybody know the song that he's chosen to perform on the next American Idol?
I haven't seen it. I don't know if they reveal that, beforehand or what, but I haven't seen it, and his mom didn't reveal that with us today, so I'm sure she knows. But you're talking about a nice, just a down-home Mississippi family. They live on the same property as his grandparents in a house next door, and it's just a feel-good story in a town that really needed some good news.
Well, I mean, it's the epitome of the aw shucks guy, the country guy, and he's still looking around. Can't believe he's made it to where he is, and that adds to the whole attraction. It's just incredible. But when we talk about Mississippi being the birthplace of America's music, we're still kicking them out, man. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, we lead the country in that area for sure, Paul. And this kid's getting marriage proposals from all over the world.
Well, I'm sure he is. And then from Meridian, we had Holly Brand, and Holly made it to the finals for Meridian on The Voice.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy.
It's a miracle that you and I can't sing, but it's.
But I do have the record book as one of the only Italians that can't carry a tune, so I guess that counts for something.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. It's going to be an exciting weekend, and we should remind folks, Paul, there are 3 ways to vote.
Yep.
And you can vote up to 30 times. So vote early and often, right?
Absolutely.
You can go to their app, the website, or their phone number they'll put on the screen.
And I would do that now so you'll be ready for it. Craig, as always, sir, thank you very, very much. Great job.
Thank you, sir. You guys have a great